The private sector organization of Jamaica, the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce, as well as the Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association, say bipartisan support is necessary to settle the contentious differences in the legislation and avoid provisions which breach the Constitution. The groups believe this will result in the smooth and early passage of a bill. In the judgment delivered on Friday, the three-member panel of judges unanimously found that the National Identification and Registration Act was unconstitutional and null and void. In an interview prior to the release of the joint statement, Private Sector Organization of Jamaica President Howard Mitchell also suggested that a joint select committee of Parliament be convened urgently to address the shortfalls identified within the Act.
And I think we all must avoid taking overly critical or destructive positions regarding something as important as this. I think that what will show maturity, what will show an eagerness to be acting in the national interest is if we get together as quickly as possible and resolve the differences. And I think that's where the Attorney General will play a role, and that's where the Prime Minister should play a role, to pull together the opposing views and let us go back to Parliament with a law that conforms with the Constitution.
Attorney at Law Ian Wilkinson, QC, says there were numerous problems associated with how the administration pursued the matter from the beginning.
The previous month, the Bar Association wrote, I was chairman of the Legal Reform Committee, with Jacqueline Cummings, the president. We wrote a letter to the government to say, listen, there are serious problems with this legislation, and we itemized them. It was treated with very little respect, if any. And when you're treated with scant respect, such an important institution, it shows the problems which are attendant on with the behavior of government. I'm not talking about this particular party which is in power. It happened with whichever party is in power. So the decision was quite easy because the problems were many.
Janae Williams, Frontline News.